Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town. So last episode we got our system working to produce rails for us. We've got them, our carts going around and our rails coming in. I would like to, however, add stone onto this rail track system, although I don't think it's used in many places. I'd like to have it here just in case, because it might be used in more recipes than I can think of, and it just makes sense to bring the other mining bit down here as well. So let's start with that, shall we? Let's put in the same sort of system here. We'll put in stone brick there and filter that one to stone brick as well, just to make sure we're getting the right things. And then we want to grab another cart. Yeah, just grab another cart and put it on the stone. We do need a stone pickup here though. I think we could probably move this about a bit, so let's put in another barn there. That can be our stone barn. Okay, and we'll pick up there. We'll filter you to be stone. Okay, oh, they're a bit close together, but back. No, back. Thank you. Oh, strange. Forward. Back. Oh well. And what we can do is remove these three barns. And I think we could remove this. Well, we can move the stonemasons to there. Brick, and we'll have a conveyor belt going across like so, and I might put a road over that. Probably not actually, because we've got a road here, so no, we'll probably leave that. Yep, like that, and simply do that. And that will give us a barn full of stone, and the stonemason can fill up that barn there. Everything will be good. Now we're going to turn that on, but I'm a little concerned that's going to eat all our money up, all our yellow coins. So I have to keep an eye on that at the moment. Let's see. We've got a couple of things here doing nothing. Oh, we don't need the machine shop anymore. We've got another one of those. And the workshop, well, we'll have that in just a moment because we need to extend our buildings here. Because at the moment, all we've literally got going is rails. This is not the ideal setup that I'd like. I ideally want to put the forge in front of the barn, or put two forges in front of the barn and have them going off to produce iron plates, because iron plates are used in several recipes for things, but it all depends on what we need and when we need it. So what are we going for right now? Because at the moment we have level 2 houses. We need to sell them something that is level 2, which we do have. We do have fish and fish oil, which is not being sold. Because fish oil is level 3, isn't it? And it's something in here that's level 2. What we was making shoes. Yes. We could just sell planks to people. Obviously we've got planks and bits over here. I need to fix this as well. This looks very strange. So I need to raise that barn up and fix something there, but I think perhaps removing you and replacing you as a cart may make more sense here. because we are producing fish a lot faster than that. Also, he does completely ignore that one-way system there. Oh, that's because the one-way system is not actually on the ground. Okay, right. That would explain some things there. Let's fix that, shall we? Right, grab the one way. Put it down the bottom like that. Is this the same? Yeah, that is down the bottom. Right. LVU. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay, there you go. Now they're working. Now they're going around the way they should be. And not running into each other. Which is awesome. Cool. However, you are still doing some very weird things. Yeah, I think because we've got carts going around this way, and I'm not sure why they're going up along there. Doesn't make sense. Why they aren't coming straight through the centerpiece doesn't really make much sense to me. We don't have enough wood, really? Well, we really don't. Okay. And that way. That way. Right. So you're picking up coal from there. And you're picking up stone. And you go strip. Why do you take that route? That route makes no sense. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. Why we'll go all the way up there and along and back down again. I don't understand that, but well. I suppose that's just the way of things. You're on a bread one as well. The bread seems to come all the way down here and come back again, which is another very bizarre route. But yeah, well, things are said. Anyway, yes, I still want to sell some. I want to sell some general goods, and planks will give us three yellow coins, which I think I want to work on my yellow coins. I'm okay with that, but I don't know how to get planks over from here without looking really bizarre. Building a bridge over, which just doesn't work. It's a shame boats can't be filtered the way they were. That would have made life awesome, but can't remove the filter from a fishing boat at all. Even when they're empty, you can't remove them. They have enough nails. Nails are a big thing we need. We're going to need a lot of things. So we're not producing enough bread at the moment to keep our entire village happy. We are producing enough bread, we're just not getting it transported over fast enough. Taking a bit of time, and our coal is completely full, which makes sense. So we're going to have carts going around full of everything. Yes, okay. Right, when that cart obviously finishes delivering all the stone, I'll get him to grab from there, and that will speed this all up. Although I might already filter this down, I think. And start looking at rearranging some of these things here, because as I said, I would like 2 forges. One that's going to produce iron and one that's going to produce nails. Or, well, I'd probably have 2 forges producing iron plates, and have one of those forges producing nails as well. So it's got the process of doing both, and the nails can go off one side. I suppose I really could have put iron on this side. It would have made more sense. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right, well, our food stuff we need to be getting going here as well. I do think selling planks is probably the best way to go for the moment, which means we're going to have to sort this out here somehow, because we have planks here. There's no way to bring them over, so I could put in a forester back here just for planks as well. Look a little weird. We have a single kitchen there that's just producing fish. That's all that's doing there, so not a bad thing, I suppose. And these I don't understand these wagons at all. Why are you taking those routes? Makes absolutely no sense. That makes sense. The wagon coming down here along here, and then you pick that up, and then the quickest route is that way. But you go up and around. How strange. Right. I'm going to build a temporary bridge from this place here over. Wood cannot be put onto conveyors. So I suppose I actually want this to be a bridge. That's a temporary sort of stopgap. So I need to build a scaffold block there, and then copy the bridge, copy the road, and bring the road across to there. Okie dokie. And we're going to grab one wagon, and we are going to have you delivering wood to the general store. That's just a temporary thing, just to boost our coins. Our coins are still going up, so we haven't got to worry about that, but I'd like to get them higher than that, so I haven't got to worry about it. We use yellow coins for a lot of things, clearing areas. Yeah, it's going to take a bit of time to filter that down. How's this doing? It's still got 17 in it, I suppose. Grab another cart for that as well. That makes sense, just to empty that one off a bit quicker. And again, that new cart's going to take that round route. I don't understand that. I really don't. I don't really want to make that a one-way system going up there. Up and around that way, because then I don't know, I reckon the carts will come in and then probably end up going up and around there, and it would be very bizarre. So, but we'll leave it for a minute. We'll just wait for this barn to be emptied and then sort ourselves out from there. The bits you need, the wagon going back. He's going to completely ignore. No, he's not going to ignore the warning system. I'm going to say, don't do that. You're going to need a bit more coal in order to use up the rest of your iron. That will do. That's too much coal, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And when that other cart comes back with the iron in it, I need to stop him as well. There he is. There he is. You're going to have to park up, I'm afraid, for a bit, my friend. Just stop, because we're trying to basically use up all the resources in this and bring it to a stop. You can do the same by now. No, we need a bit more. Okie dokie. Need a little bit more wood. Is this barn empty yet? Yes, it is. Okie dokie. Right. Okay, well, in that case, go. And you can go. And you're going to bring the one over. Then you can start taking from there. Which will speed up the whole process here a lot. And once that machine shop is empty, we will move these around and change bits and pieces and make things a bit more efficient. We'll get some iron plate production going into a couple of barns, and we will then have this go down this way or up over. And I'm going to try not to landscape too much. Obviously, I will be removing resources. I do want to kind of keep the landscape a bit flat if I can. But we're going to have a barn off to the side for nails in it. Just those wagons there. Right. Need a forge over there and then remove that one. Right, and then you are done. You are completely done. Okie dokie. So we'll turn off the recipe. That means we can grab do you want to grab the stone brick? Is that something? Oh, you can't because you're full. Oh, okay. And apparently you don't have any stone brick in you anymore anyway. What happened there? Oh, you've output it to... Yep, fine, okay. Not ideal, but fine. So, we want 2 forges. I want one there and one there. These are going to be on... This one's going to be iron plates and nails, and this one's going to be on iron plates. We want 2 barns in front of them. There, and we want another barn over here. There, okie. We're going to have a cloth conveyor belt to here with a splitter on it, which will allow our 2 forges to get all the things they need. We are gonna have to have these turned around, I think. We're gonna have a conveyor belt coming out the back on both of them, which oh, is flat. I thought, oh no, it's gonna have to come up one. So with grabbers on them and Both going to be set to iron. Not that it matters for this first one, but it does for the second one. I'm going to have off there with the grabber and set to nails. Okay, right. And then we're going to have some form of scaffolding. So with a coming out to there, which says it can't do that. Why can't it do that? Oh. Now, really confused by that. Why can't you go over? Oh, you can't go over because I have not put the single scaffold block on top, which you have to do, and then hold control, and there we go. Right, okay. Okay. And we want to grab it on there, and then we want to have a. Do I want a splitter, or do I want to push it? Do I want to prioritize one of these over the other? I kind of think I do. I want to prioritize the one with the nails first, because this will fill up with nails really quickly anyway. So yeah, okay, there we go. So filling up on those, you are producing nails and iron plates. You will fill up with nails, and two of these barns will fill up with iron plates. Awesome. Right. So, I can also dump off the iron plates from this wagon to there, and you can dump off your stone brick to there. In fact, you can grab stone brick and put it in there. Okay, and the wood disappeared from that barn because we used it for putting things out. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So you can fill up that one with a stone brick from that barn there. That's awesome. That works wonderfully. We can get rid of that barn there, wagon, sorry, and we can leave that wagon stationed here for the moment. And get rid of that forge. Okie dokie. Right, so we have our iron production running. I am going to flatten down this little lump here. Okie dokie. And what do we want to do with our iron? Well, we still need rails because we need to put in the food sector for the rails. So that's probably going to be one of the first things. So let's build that here. Involves removing these resources here. Okay. And we want to grab a machine shop, which I deleted. Machine shop can go there, why not? And a barn can go there, one away from it. Okie dokie. And this machine shop is going to be set to creating rail ties, and only rail ties. We do also need gears and iron wheels and steam pipes and all that bits and pieces. I'd love to get a metal conveyor belt system running as well. That's probably going to be the next thing. But this requires wooden planks, it requires stone, and it requires iron. Well, iron's going to be easy enough to do because we're going to have a row of iron coming down here and a row of iron coming down here, because the idea is I'm going to put machines this side, machines that side. Easy ones are going to be this side, so if it needs just like a couple of things, it'll be on this side to grab that. If it needs lots, it's going to be on this side because that becomes more complicated, but it needs more space. I probably want to have this as a central feed, think. But then if I have two of them, the thing that I'm worried about is that I'm going to use up the iron, because this one doesn't have the priority, this one does. It's going to use up the iron first. We're going to use up all the iron in this one because it's doing more, and then we won't have one from the other, so maybe I should have put them just into one barn. Have a single belt coming down with splitters off of it. I think that might make more sense. Let's stop both these forges. Okay, and we've got a couple of wagons around, which is lucky. We don't have that many iron plates, so we'll just dump them into this barn that's conveniently here as a temporary source, and then we will shrink that down to being one barn in the centre. I might make it 3 big, and I also might raise that up so that carts can get underneath if they want to. I still need to look into that, to carts being able to get around to do things, because there may be places over here that need stone, which I'm not going to have on a belt. That's just going to purely be carted around. So they need a way to get along. So we'll do that. I think we'll put in like a roadway here. Flattening out that there. Fine. Right, you're empty. Awesome. You will go. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Okay, and you're empty. Awesome. Right, and you can all grab. Righty dokie. Okay. Let's level the terrain out a little bit there. And put in a barn with a 3 gap there. Yay. And oh no, that's wrong. Because I still want to have the 2 coming in individually. Block. And grabbing a conveyor belt, going to there. Yeah, that looks good. There. Yeah, that looks good. Right. Pause the game. Grabber needs to be iron plates, and grabber needs to be iron plates. And I'll pause the game there because you don't want to have the game running when you put down grabbers, because it will grab whatever's inside there. Obviously there's nothing in there because it doesn't have any iron in it, so but it's not the point. It's not the point. Okay, right, so filter you to that. Remember to filter all these because wagons will put things, as we saw there, in whatever barn they can do. Okay, and I'm going to rotate you around just a moment so I can put in this. How about we'll put in a 10 long one, and no, I'm going to make that taller than that. Don't want it that low. So it's going to be pretty high. I'm not doing it the same way I've done this here, where I've done all the scaffold pillars in one go. I'm just doing scaffold pillars like at the entrances. Every entrance has got one, so it looks like it's got at least some form of support. I should probably do it on the corners instead, but yeah. So that's 3 high. Okay, by 10. Let's do that. Let's do that. See, now I said that, I do kind of like the look of having the pillars poke up above. I don't know why, I just really do. like the look of having the pillars. I'll leave it like that. I'll leave it like that. Oh no, that block on top, and we want to have it coming from there to there. That. Then we want to grab a splitter, and that goes there. Okie dokie. So there's your iron source. You don't have any wood, and you don't have any stone yet, but we can do that in a moment. Rails over there. Here's up that one there. Okay. Oh, and pretty good for the moment. This is kind of how I'm going to do it, and I think our input's going to be upgraded to metal conveyor belts first. That's going to be the first one I think we need to do. But we need the rails because to create cloth conveyors is in a workshop. Is here. No. Cloth conveyor belts requires cloth, requires wheels, and requires stone brick. So we do need stone brick for other things here, but that could be carted. I'm fine with the stone brick being carted for the time being. We might change that later. Not sure. We'll see. But we need cloth, and cloth comes from wool, which is over here. So to bring the wool over, we're going to have to change things up. And I have just realised I've really messed this up because I wanted to extend this out and put more in here and have it come down, which kind of means this system's not going to work, because if I have wool and things over here, I don't know how the hell I'm going to get them down to where they need to go to. Unless I have a second rail system, which is tempting. Could have a second, like the they'll drop off other goods up here, and then we have another rail system which comes along and drops things off that needs to, and then comes back again. That's possible. Would be very confusing to put this all in here though. You'd have to wind around things and do all sorts of stuff. Or the other thing could just literally be we could cart things around, which I don't particularly want to do because we've seen how carts path over here, and that's not great. Not great at all. Why set you to cloth? You need sorry, for you to conveyor belts. You need cloth, wooden wheels, and stone bricks, which means you require a source of wood, which we have over here. I did want to bring this right over and even carry on sort of that way on things, but yeah, I think I've messed this up a little bit here. Well, we'll go with it as it is. We'll go with it as it is, and yeah, we'll sort of make it up as we go, I suppose. I think having a second rail system might not be a bad idea, like an internal system. Don't know how I would get that to go in there. I'd have to space these buildings out a bit better. But you can use the hopper drops. The silo drops, like I've got here. You'll put it into the silos above that, and then 3 blocks down they can output. So you could have the rail system be 3 blocks above all of this. So it can go over the top of these buildings and go where it wants to go, drop into silos, and then that drops down into what it needs to go to. So that's fine. And also you can still use silos on the sensors, which is what we're going to do, I think. The only drawback to having a rail system like that is going to be we're going to be bringing things over from there to here. No, actually it won't be a problem, because we'll just have a sense system over here saying, hey, we need wool, and then the wool becomes cloth elsewhere. So you're not worried about the cloth getting on. You're just worries about the raw materials, and then this internal system worries about what it's become. So you'd be like, oh, we need wool, so grab some cloth, and that's fine. I think that'll work. It's overly complicated, and I like being overly complicated. There are easier ways to do things in the way I do stuff, but I like it. So yeah, I think that's what we'll go with. I do kind of wish there was a way you could turn off recipes as well, or pause recipes. That'd be nice. Have a logic system going, hey, this barn's got this many nails in it, stop making nails. But I suppose the best way to do that would just be to turn off the grabber and just say, hey, if I've got more than so many... I may give that a small go. Let's, well, it's not going to work now because we've used all the nails, but we could say we only want 100 nails and then turn off the grabber. So yes, we'll always have 110 nails technically. You can output and... but yeah. Anyway, I'm getting confused and not confused, I'm getting distracted. We want to build cloth conveyor belts. So we want to build metal conveyor belts. So this workshop does not need access to the metal line. But it does need to be in a better location than this. We'll put it here. Yes, because the nails can go this way. The nails is going to be leather, make shoes, and then the shoes are going to go back down to the... there. We're going to have 3 sets of trains on here. We're going to have our 3 main trains bringing coal, iron, and stone up. And then we're going to have another set of trains using this part of the track to go down to here, and then another set of the trains grabbing items from here and taking them back again. Which is what our internal rail system could be doing. We could extend this out and have, as I said, all the stuff being dropped on this side. And then the internal rail system will go and drop goods off, and then pick up goods and drop them on the other side of the track. It'll be picked up and taken away. No, that wouldn't work. We'd have to drop off on that side of the track and pick up on this side of the track because of the way we've got trains flowing. And ignore those 3 carts that are going back and forwards because they're always going to be doing their own job. Yeah. Right, anyway, that's way in the future. Right now we just need to do things a bit more manually. So, I'm going to move you to there. And you are going to be set to cloth conveyor belts, which means you need wooden wheels, you need cloth, and you need stone brick. To make cloth, we need wool. You could be on cloth duty. I don't know if... no, I think many other things need cloth. So... this is going to go through many different iterations of things because I think as we expand out and get more things going, we're going to change how things work. I might even have... I mean, I want to extend down there, but we've got our manor down here, so we're going to be doing something with manor down there. We've got bits and pieces down here. Yeah, okay, right, let's just get this going. So, I mean, you can create wooden wheels and you can create cloth. You can do cloth conveyor belts all inside yourself. You just need access to wool, you need access to wood, and you need access to stone. Well, that's going to be convenient because we have stone. So let's take stone to there, and you can take a stone to there. You can take wood to there. You can take wood to there. I am going to terraform a little bit here. Keep that road steady because we will have to terraform through these woods anyway when we extend the rails out, and that line's going to have to go there too. Okay. And will do that. And that should help with these wagons when they path back again. He's doing a weird path because obviously the road wasn't there. But now you should drive down the road. Yep. And in at the last moment whenever you need to. Okey-dokey. They can get down here if they want to. That is a possibility for them, I think. Yep, there we go. He's doing that. Awesome sauce. Really tempted to build a roadway there. I think that might not be a bad idea. So that. I'll copy the road. If I tell you to go over there, what do you do? You will go over there and not block that? I think that's okay. I think that's going to block the nails. Not entirely sure. Right, so you need wool. Wool is the big thing that you're lacking at the moment, and we don't have the rails to doing anything. Why don't you have any? Oh, you don't have metal because I haven't told you to do that. Here we go. Right. And also I want to put in a barn up here. Pause that. I'm going to say you are going to output. I don't need to pause that because it's not actually on the output, but well, I do need to pause that because the grabber will go wrong. You're going to grab cloth conveyor belt. You're going to do cloth conveyor belts. Okay. So obviously I don't want to grab any wooden wheels because we don't need wooden wheels. So we need cloth. We need wool coming in here. At the moment, we're going to have to cut that over. We don't have the rails to build down to here to grab all. Also, I haven't designed this at all very well. So I haven't designed the train pickup points yet, which are going to have a slightly different system on them to the last one. So. Right, let's build our wagon. Let's say you're just going to grab wool and you're going to drop it in there. That's a long route to travel, but you'll be fine. Be fine. Okay. The system I'm going to have with these picking up, I think I did explain this in an episode that wouldn't upload properly, so let's hope I don't jinx it by doing it now. In the trailer to Factory Town, there is a little a minecart, a rail cart picking up a wooden plank, I believe it is, from a silo, and the minecart is actually locked by a barrier, and when it gets the item in it, the barrier opens and it goes. I was thinking that is a fantastic idea, using the same system I did in the last series. If you didn't see that, I'd have a train loop here. The main line would come in and it would stop sort of here somewhere, and then off of the main line there'd be a little tiny line with a train loop on it, and I'd have a filter system using logic blocks where if there was a cart on that line, it wouldn't allow another cart to go down, so only one cart would go at a time. We'll have one cart going down, it'd end up parking outside the pasture, for instance, here, and there'd be a barrier. And the barrier would say to the cart, you can't go until you're full. So as soon as the cart is full of wool, it will go. That I think will prevent having like 5 or 6 carts grab one wool, 2 wool, that sort of thing, and have them all go around the system. It will make things a little slower because the goods won't be transported as quickly, but you'll get bigger hits in one go. And also that will help as well because a minecart carries 20 items, or 20 or 12. You carry 8. I think you should carry 12. 16, no, 20. They carry 20 items, and that would mean that we can have a system over here with a barn saying, hey, if I've got more than 20 in there, I don't need any more. And the theory should be that there should only ever be 1 or 2 carts with goods on them before they drop off. And I use a silo system as well, so we've got 100. So technically it's going to be, the barns will say, hey, I'm looking for 100. The barn can carry 200 and the silo can carry an extra 100. So we've got a 300 buffer. But when the barn gets to 100, it will stop and it will say, don't want any more wool. And any carts that have wool in them will then come and drop them off. And it will just, I think the system will flow better than last time. Last time we had issues with, I think I ended up with like about 8 or 9 carts full of milk, just driving around in circles for ages and ages because of things. So yeah, I think that way will just work a bit better. But we will get to that. We don't have the rails to do that yet. I need to wait for this barn to be, well, almost full. It's getting there. It's getting there. Right now you are producing cloth, and we are getting some cloth conveyor belts. Awesome sauce. Right. So, let's build another workshop, and I'm going to put it 3 away as well. And you are going to be to produce metal conveyor belts. No, you're not. We're going to grab a machine shop instead, because that's the actual one that does the thing I wanted to do. And that can produce metal conveyor belts. Now that requires iron plates and gears. Now I'm pretty sure everything that requires a gear, in fact I might think there is anything that requires a gear, is there? Is there anything else that requires gears? What do rail carts require? Harvester drills require gears. Mine carts require iron wheels. Don't know how many iron wheels we have. We have 178 iron wheels and 545 iron gears. We're good for gears, so I think we're okay. If I set you to also producing gears for yourself, then you won't be worried about running out of those anytime soon. And we're going to 3 gap again. And in fact, no, we're not. No, we're not, because we don't. Well, we do want to do it that way, but we're not going to have that go that way. We're going to have it come this way, just to sort of get it out of the way. And I'm not going to have the thing on the floor. I'm going to have it up in the air again. Oh, and we're going to put in that there. Don't need to pause it for a minute because there's nothing in there. You're going to grab metal conveyor belts. Again, have to filter it because it is producing both gears and metal conveyor belts. It will put gears into its output, even though they'll go directly into the input. It will eventually fill that up and then put the output, and then you'll output them. You don't want to grab them. You don't want it filling up your system, getting in the way of things. Okay, right. There is something else I want to do as well. Now I think about it, I want to have a wagon grabbing the cloth conveyor belts from the base and bringing them up here. And the reason I want to do that is because whenever I remove a cloth conveyor belt, it's going to be on. Don't need to fit with that one. Nope, we don't need to fit with that. It's going to be set to go back to the base. And we'll end up with loads in the base, and not really what we want. I've split it there. Hey, and that should produce us metal conveyor belts. Okie dokie. So let's grab another wagon and put them down there. and say you want to grab cloth conveyor belts in this barn here, please. Loki. Yes, you see the output has got gears in it, and as soon as it gets to 2 it will use them, so that's not a problem at all. But if I had this grabber not filtered, it would grab the gears as well, which is not what we want. Okay, and there it is. There's our very first metal conveyor belt. We are finally moving on to the metal conveyor belt age, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Why are you struggling for? Struggling for wood? Any wood? We're both struggling for wood. You have to get that going a little bit better. Possibly moving the lumber mill over to here, up a forest, because then we'd have that side clear as well for dropping off other goods. Yeah, yeah, we'll see about that. I'm thinking I might have to filter these rail carts as well, because I want three rail carts coming down here, going to these 3 here. But I don't want. Later on, we're going to have more rail carts coming. Rail carts coming on, dropping off at like the food market, for instance. It's going to take the bread. That's going to be railed. When it drops off, it's going to be empty. And if it carries on, it will then pick up iron, which I don't want it to do. So I don't know how to sort that out. I can't really filter it. I could. The idea was I could put another bit of track in here and have it filter saying that, hey, if it's this, or if you're iron or stone or coal, go that way. But you can't set up a 3-ore system, can you? Can you? You might be able to. I do not know. And even if they're empty, they will trigger that because they have a filter on them saying we are coal and that. Let's give that a bit of a go, and yeah, we'll set this filter up, and then I think I'm going to bring the game to a close there, this episode to a close. We shall come back next time with something else. So we want to build around there, do we? We've got to remove that fence. The biggest issue with doing it this way is that our carts can then go along here, which I'm not all that fussed about. I mean, I'm not entirely sure I even like the one-way systems being there. I just kind of like them on here. So having the fence come out to like here somewhere, that's it's okay. Really sure. Okay, so we've run out of coal in this silo. That is obviously a problem. What I can do is I could just put a stop there. And that's going to drop off coal into that there, so we don't even need those back there. And that will work because obviously we are using coal up here, but I mean, I don't think we're using it at such a high pace at the moment that it's sort of dead. We are oddly enough running out of iron, though. Might have to add some more iron parts. But let's for the minute do this here. I don't want to do that. I want to build it specifically so that no carts could ever turn right here by mistake. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to grab a logic block. We want to say Is it a sorter? I think it's a sorter. Yes, we have a sorter. No, we don't. What is it we use? My brain has gone blank. A pusher? I think it's going to be a pusher. Just thinking about, I need to separate the minecarts a little bit. They need to be spread out a bit. Because they're all going to be pushed very close together. So we want a pusher there. And we need a oh, we can't do it yet. I'm jumping ahead of guns. I need compute blocks. I need the blocks that allow me to figure out what's going on and where. Yeah, I do want to spread. In the future, I can see our carts getting close together, especially if we have them stopping and starting up here. So I think I want to put in something here that's going to spread them out, so that when they come along, and I'll just do the ramp thing. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to remove that, and that. And we are going to put in some structural blocks here. Up, down, road, scaffold. No. We're going to use an actual scaffold block here. Scaffold, thank you. Down, that. Then we'll put the rail. So, and that's just going to be enough to slow them down. We'll do it on both sides. So, scaffold block there, and that's just enough because rail carts travel slower going uphill than they do coming downhill. So they lose more speed going up than they would gain coming down again. So they actually would lose. They'd actually slow down overall over this bump. It would be slow for them. You'll see here. Comes up. It slows down going up, and then the going down isn't fast enough to speed it up. A 2 drop is fast enough to speed it up, but the 1 slows it down more than it gains again. So that will just spread them out a little bit. That will give a couple of seconds gap, or a second gap between them, which will allow the filters here. But I can't do that until we've done computing blocks. So let's have a look at researching that. Advanced logistics. We need purple coins. We don't have purple coins. So next episode is going to be purple coins. We'll figure that all out by then. So that's where we'll leave this one here, and we'll come back for that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.